Alright, hey guys, welcome back. This is Sarah Knight.
And Atlantis. We're about to sail the seven skies.
Yeah. I don't remember where it is, like, how you... I don't know if it was like an automatic thing where you recruit guys to positions. I know they come with one. Like, I heard controller spinning out of control again by itself. That is the map. I keep wanting to press triangle or Y.
Delphinus.
Oh, God. See, I thought it started out with 36,000. No, it's even more than I thought. 44,000
Where do you
HP.
choose crew?
Yeah, it's like because you can get multiple people for like the same role. So they're all prototype cannon, prototype moonstone cannon. Well,
it's definitely not on the screen.
Next page.
Crew.
Change crew. Okay, so we got Lawrence as the helmsman, Marco the sailor, and the little fat kid that I'm totally hearing Mona Marshall's voice come out of him, playing the delegate. And he had like a, didn't he have like a spinny thing on his head?
Yes, he did. He totally did. Great for delegating. Loose cannon Lapen.
I don't know. Maybe it's just some point later on in the game he'll show up at Sailor's Island, because I know it happens at Sailor's Island. I am not imagining that.
It's adventurous. Are you sure?
I am like 98% sure. Hi. Oh, this is a... Yeah. Doctor and...
Do you have any more to turn in?
I don't know. Yeah, I do.
Feed.
I like the Waka hairstyle he's got right now. And since we were talking about good times on old Spoonie reviews, that was another thing he like couldn't get over Waka's hairstyle.
Yeah.
He was like the mother of all cowlicks.
Blech.
Why does Aika say the same thing every time? Like this is a total surprise to her by now. Ew, a coughed up a hairball. Oh,
Oh, Rising Liam box. That's nice.
Cool. Do I have any more? Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, you might as well give it to him while you're here. Why wait?
Yeah, why wait?
I like the, you know, I'm about to hawk up something to his...
Blech. Zip. Okay.
Female armor. I take it that's pretty good by now. I don't know.
What a strange name for armor. I hope it's like like the stereotypical female armor, like the ones like people make fun of for being just like
yeah, where it's basically like
insanely skimpy. And
yeah, and somehow it provides defense.
More so than
and
your full
and
body armor.
If you strike a woman wearing that, you know, while she's wearing that armor, instead of making her bleed, she'll just take clothes damage instead.
White map.
I think that's something for the ship. I still can't get over like that can be an accident. The similarity between that little girl and Maria Balthazar from Xenogears.
And you want to see what that white map does?
Let's take a gander.
Oh, yeah,
and I went right
and,
back to the friggin'...
See if you can't put Fina in that armor. Give her some more defense.
And show some more skin at the same time. See? Win-win.
No, it's garbage.
It's actually not better. I guess I could have given...
The fact that it is garbage makes me actually think that maybe, yes, it was so skimpy it didn't provide...
Oh, that's north. We need to head down... according to
do you want to figure out what to do with the white map?
Yes, I would. Thank you.
Pull up the map again. It's an accessory, maybe?
Yeah. Pretty sure it is. No, it isn't. Oh, okay, I had some turbo kit, and that was better than the undercover. Let's see what it does in comparison to armored deck. Yeah, I'd rather have the defense.
Word.
So let's replace engine cover with that. Oh, Still Deck actually ups the defense even more. I guess I came with these things and didn't realize it somehow.
Whatever. I like how it shows the value of the ship. If you back up another screen. Right now your ship is valued at, I can't count that many zeros.
Just 10 million?
10 million, yeah.
Huh. So it basically cost Valua $10 million to make it. He was like, and Enrique was like, yeah, this is like the first in a, like, you know, big line of warships they're about to create.
That's a shit ton, right? Like if we're assuming a gold is $1.
Okay, well, let's see what white map is. Maybe that's a regular accessory. Yeah,
White
it
map.
is. Leads the holder away from enemies.
Oh, it lowers enemy encounter rate and makes it easier to run away. That's great if you don't want experience.
Well, you know what? While I'm trying to make my way down to the town that's in front of the Dark Rift, I'd rather have that, actually. I'm really not worried about experience and stuff right now. Might be through here. Let's take a quick gander at the map. It is down in this corner.
Cool.
I don't know if that is one of the barrier reefs we can go through. She said stone reefs, so I think she's talking about the ones that are like look like gray rocks.
Crash, explode. Oh, you can't.
Cannot get through there. Crap. I don't know why, I just like the fact that you kind of hear like wind blowing like you actually are standing on the deck of the ship whenever you enter these ship battles.
Ambient sounds. Underused. Need to be more prevalent in games.
God, if we could have had that option in RPG Maker 1.
You can in PC.
Or in RPG Maker 2 if we could have figured out how to freaking use it.
It was very obtuse.
And it's like
Though,
they go
here's the
totally
thing.
in the other direction.
Here's the thing. The scope of our game would not have fit on RPG Maker 2. You couldn't do it.
Why is that?
There's just... I don't think there's a memory card swapping option.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And there's no way we're going to fit the game on an 8 meg card.
Why would they take that out? Like, actually somehow make
the
RPG
technology
Maker
didn't
1
work.
even worse.
I think it's because it was easier to read blocks on a PlayStation 1 memory card, because the PlayStation 2 memory card didn't do blocks. It just did data, right?
Come on, let's try to get under here.
Good job. You did it. Proud of you.
Can you go over... Okay, there's the lighthouse dungeon. I don't remember, can you go through the, Okay, I'm sorry, but your ship should be able to handle this.
If the little Jack could...
Well, I mean, Little Jack couldn't, and only with the harpoon cannon could the Little Jack get through the barrier reef, but come on.
This is a $10 million ship, right? By the way...
Feels like there should be a discovery here.
By the way, really nice encounter rate drop, by the way.
Yeah,
Notice?
I'm digging it. For sure. There is not a way through there. Okay, guess we're gonna have to, like, try through Nasir.
Me?
No, that was me. Felt it vibrate in my pocket.
Your shit's loud, homie.
One of SK's many beautiful lady friends come to pay him
A what?
a visit. I was not trying to make that sexual. Gosh.
Gosh!
See, I'm one of those guys, like, I am totally cool with the friend zone, man.
Yeah?
I'm like, you know what? That's how you feel great. think just having a lot of lovely lady friends is nothing to be sad about. Ha! Oh, it's just one guy.
An utter victory.
Okay. Enrique does sound a little corny, I'm not gonna lie. I just like his character overall. An utter victory. Alright. Yeah, I'm really glad I equipped that white map.
Right? That is going to be great moving forward. You just got to remember to take it off, right? Whenever you want to actually do combat.
Well, I'm probably not going to remember, but, you know, whatever.
Would you like me to remind you, or you just want to say fuck it?
Oh, you can remind me.
Over there.
Just know I'm probably not going to remember it on my own.
Fire consume my enemies. Raptor burst.
That was nice.
An utter victory.
You didn't even do anything, Enrique. Shut up. Well, if nothing else, I'm getting magic points. Decent amount. Can you make it through? Can you squeeze through here a little bit? I wonder.
You look like you're squeezing.
Oh, there's the Galaxy Express 39 going off there. Can't actually touch it until... Yeah, I'm not getting through here, am I?
I mean, it was a good shot. Explode.
God, they really make you go in deep for that, too. One way in and one way out.
And now, for a taste of things to come.
I was about to say, holy crap, really? Can I go into there? Oh yeah, I saw like a compilation video of like all of Shang Tsung's dialogue intros with every character, and I'm like, this dude is constantly awesome. He doesn't say a single thing that's dumb.
Right?
And there were like thousands of movie references. I so enjoyed watching that.
I'm so glad he made it into Mortal Kombat 11. So cool.
It made me very happy that day.
Prepare yourself.
Is it just me, or do we miss a lot with our weapons on?
Here goes.
And it's seemingly in ship battles, not really in dungeons.
Maybe the enemies on the outer flyy around the enemies have really high evasion.
Let's do a quick rain of swords and it's done. And you
Dang
run.
it! He knew what you were doing.
Magic? I'm not sure.
Swords, give me strength!
I'm not sure if I'm casting a magic spell on you. I'm just gonna try something.
That was easy.
Was it?
Do you have the easy button?
I do not. I think it eventually broke, and I did not take the time to repair it, and I threw it away.
Let's catch some fish.
Fish!
It really seems like you should be just catching so
Splat.
many more than that when you go like straight through.
Also, I don't think you would be catching them. I think they would be just splatting upon the...
Like a bug against a windshield.
Pop.
Yeah. Damn blue ones. Fuck those guys. Is that a black pirate ship?
Hey, by the way, just out of curiosity, are you done with Star Ocean? Like, faithlessness and hope?
No,
Hope
why?
in the- Just curious, because the last time we played it, you weren't super into
Yeah, but
it.
then we like found a file to skip ahead. Remember?
Yeah. And we ended up spending like 15 minutes reading the synopsis to catch up.
I mean, it was worth it.
I don't know why that was so hard.
I don't even remember what was it that was throwing me off.
I don't know. We were just invading another ship, teleporting onto another ship to fight bad guys.
Wow, Shirley. Yeah, I'm very serious, and don't call me Shirley. Trivia. Dude, they used to talk about that movie all the time. You don't remember where that's from?
Oh, yeah, you're asking me where that's from.
Yeah.
Isn't that Planes?
Airplane.
Yeah. Great jokes in Planes. Or
Okay.
Airplane.
Anyway, what I was about to say, surely they would not make me go back through Valua this way, where I emerged from the North Ocean a few episodes ago, all the way back through Ixtaka and the South Ocean here, just to squeeze through this one space. Surely that is not it. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna look up what to do. In case I'm missing something, so holler at you in a second. Okay, we're back. I totally forgot that Gilder himself, and I saw it and everything. I guess I was just talking at the time and didn't quite register it.
I'm guilty of
That
that
we
as well.
that we needed to go back. Send the press report again. We need to go back to Crescent Isle and make that our base. And of course, Enrique is just the kind of personality that gets seasick. You know what? I can't criticize it because then I'd be a total hypocrite because of Arcadia. I don't know whose idea it was, whether it was yours or mine.
That was
Okay.
mine.
I would be the one to be seasick.
The only reason I even did that is because I noticed when I accidentally put the sprite one spot too high that the hands were perfectly on the rail.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, we could do something with that.
I like Aika's like cringy smile. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I can kind of see where you're coming from. Let's not discuss this anymore.
Oh man, he looks bad though.
Yeah.
Like he,
And actually, like, I like Fina's. She has like genuine concern on her face
like
for
his eyes are just that looks sickly.
See, despite being raised like probably in a spoiled, pampered environment, being
Sil-
royalty and
Silver
everything,
spoon in the mouth.
you know what? He's not a pussy. He's like, yeah, I'll get through this. Don't worry about me.
Bleh.
I must change the world with you. Enrique. Sexy name. Just let it roll off the tongue. The R.
Enrique.
Yeah. A gangly old man's voice. Wait, who's that?
A gangly old man.
Oh yeah, these two are totally new characters. They just happen to like find their way here. Oh, and apparently they knew Gilder. That's why they were actually here waiting.
Does
for
that dude
me.
have a nail in his mouth? Not him, the other one.
Okay, I gotta see this. I don't remember that. Yeah, we're just now about to. Okay, see, I thought you meant like hammered into his mouth or something. He's just,
I mean,
just sort of chewing on one.
It may be.
Like a toothpick. But yeah, we got the Delphinus just now, and it's like already 4 times better than the Little Jack. And then these guys come and say, hey, it's not reached its full potential. We can make it even better for you.
But it just came. This is the latest technology Valuan scientists have created. How could you
and
possibly improve it?
Valua is like the strongest, really just about the only empire in the world aside from maybe Nasrad. Or no, I take that back. We also have another kingdom we're actually about to discover under the Blue Moon. But the thing is, they're supposed to be really ahead of the game. And it's like these guys already know more. They already have like more engineering expertise.
You're telling me the ship didn't come with living quarters?
Dude. I don't have 75,000. Really? Please tell me this is just conversation. I don't actually have to do that. Wow, I am so sorry I spent all that money in the store.
Not kidding.
I mean, I get it. It is going to cost $75,000 in order to... Oh, that's what'll get us through the barrier reef now. That should be it. And then I can go... I should be able to go straight to Dark Rift from here. I have the 25,000 gold, but not the 75,000 to build up the island.
Well, alright, so you don't have to do both. Just that one,
Or at
right?
least not right now, I assume. And did it happen automatically, or do I have to, like, stay overnight?
I do not know.
Because I didn't get any kind of, like, I don't know,
No, you did not.
audio cue telling me that it happened. By the way, do enemies still lurking here?
Probably not.
That Vice can cook up for dinner?
That totally don't look like they're edible at all.
They did not.
They look...
Huh. That's nice. He's making sure to pay his respects to the sailor he found here. The dead one. He's like, by the way, I went to Ducat's Island, and it's not fame and fortune, it's...
It's...
friendship.
It's...
You know what? Still makes a lot more sense to have that suddenly show up in this game than it be like the entire, like, plot resolution of Final Fantasy 13. I couldn't get over that, dude. They managed to overcome the Lassie curse.
Through the power of friendship, despite the fact that they hated each other's guts.
This particular group of people.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, I have bought that storyline before. Like, it's not uncommon that things that normally would not have happened happen because friendship, right?
But they spend like the entire game telling you about like how it's like the worst thing that could possibly, an eternity of like undeath if you fail the Fal'Cie. I can't even say Lassie and Fal'Cie without sounding stupid. Let's talk to him one more time. Maybe he'll give us a hint as to whether he actually did it or not. Okay.
But yeah, like I mean, we've had this conversation so many times on camera before, but the only two characters in that entire party of people who actually liked each other, who actually wanted each other's, like, companionship was Vanille and Pain. Nobody else had a relationship like that. Especially between, like, Snow and Lightning,
and Snow.
or Snow and,
Hope. Hope wanted to friggin' murder it. Yeah,
well,
Hope.
I mean, so
what
here-
kind of name is that for that kind of, like, mopey, emo character?
And on top of that, like, remember the resolution between Hope and Snow, right? They weren't even like friends after that. It's just Hope accepting what happened and moved on. It's not like he built a friendship with Snow, right?
Right.
And Saz didn't care about the party, he just cared about his son. Which, I mean, he had every right to be in that mind state because everybody's kind of a dick in the party. He was just going along to try to fix his son.
And yet, everyone's deep, abiding, everlasting
Friendship.
friendship and love is what...
What did the
Sorry,
one thing...
you cannot use that there. You cannot use that.
Nope.
Of all places, that is...
Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm-mm.
God, so many things wrong with that game, it's not even funny. Freaking sucks.
Hey, have you seen Billy and Bob?
Billy
Dude.
and Bob?
Billy
Oh, because I
and-
got two.
Yeah. They were just here a second ago.
gonna do a quick Rain of Swords next turn.
Achoo!
Oh, by the way, off camera, while I was making my way back here, I did see what how many moonberries I have, which gives us our super moves. So I got Enrique's first two right off the bat. It's Royal Blade and Justice Guard. I don't remember what Justice Guard does,
but it doesn't seem very useful.
Sounds awesome. Justice Guard. I mean, we'll see it eventually. It's just they're all running, so this Rain of Swords is completely useless. In fact, that was
easy.
Nothing.
No, you
still get magic experience. Interesting. I think that has been shown to us before. I didn't remember it because it probably only happened like once. We were doing an episode like
You know what I also
ago.
love? One of my favorite, my favorite thing about Final Fantasy 13. It's not only the fact that they broke the established curse,
kind of like the rule,
going
just
against
the rules
your
of
focus.
it.
If you deliberately so here's the thing. They're like, we will not destroy Earth. We will not destroy Cocoon. We are going against our focus. We will not destroy Cocoon. You cannot make us. And then they turn into monsters, and friendship brought them back, right? So what does Bartandalus do? He morphs with Orphan, the pillar of Cocoon, right?
I thought it turned out he was Orphan.
No. He merged with Orphan.
Okay.
Orphan was its own entity, and he morphed into it, right? So here's the thing, right? What did they just establish? The whole friendship thing. That they were not going to destroy Cocoon. That is not what they were going to do. But so whenever Bartandalus merged with Orphan, became the pillar of Cocoon, that means what? If they want to kill Bartandalus,
they have to kill Orphan. Thus, Cocoon will fall.
So
and they just immediately decide, let's get him.
They said, they're just like, let's go at him.
Didn't think about it.
And just, of course, Orphan survives because Deus Ex Machina kicks in, because Vanilla and Fang do their little, I'm a monster now, I'm gonna make a pillar for Cocoon.
Yeah, didn't it, you clearly saw it, starting to fall down to pulse?
Yep.
And then, the pillar, it bumps into the pillar. You can't tell me not every single person on that side of the world died a horrible, crushing death.
Well, I mean, it doesn't...
Or things were jarred loose, several, foundations were jarred loose in all other areas of the world when it hits... these are practically worlds colliding here.
Practically, but it doesn't matter.
The implications of that, it's like with Gurren Lagann, the implications that they were throwing galaxies at each other. There had to have been a planet somewhere in all of that space that had
billions
life. Yeah,
billions of lives.
Do you know how many lives you just thoughtlessly threw away just to protect Earth, and somehow Earth remains totally untouched in that huge, literally universal.
No, you know what? I will say within. Let's just make an estimate that they threw. Let's say 12 galaxies at each other during that fight. Okay.
Throwing galaxies.
The fact we're having this conversation at all is just amazing. I don't know how many galaxies exist. I don't know how many galaxies away before we'll find one that would have suitable life. And assuming that this one that has suitable life, things have to fall into place where life was eventually evolved to exist there, right?
Right.
So let's just say that these two monstrous beings were fighting in the vicinity enough where there's about 12 galaxies around. The fact that any of them had life on them at all is actually pretty low. If we're going by the same kind of logic of our actual IRL universe.
Right. Still.
But yeah,
I'm not letting that go. But even more so, at least Gurren Lagann was kind of, I think it was pretty much intended to be silly like that.
Oh yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
can't really make this excuse with...
Oh hey, you almost have enough money.
Not quite.
No, you're not. You're gonna have to find 10K somewhere, buddy.
I could care less about that. A regular bomb. 4,000 HP is really, you know, gonna want to start using deluxe kits. Boy.
Man.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Oh, automatically takes your spirit gauge all the way up.
Ooh, that's
Or if you want to
nice.
automatically get a, you know, like big combination attack down. I don't know if we can start using those right away just by having enough crew members or the right ones, or if there's something else you had to do. Or maybe only a certain point in the game which you could start using them. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead since it's 1,000. Give me a good amount of money. Screw it. You know, I'm going to sell whatever I can. Fish.
Fish?
Sky Sardis. Oh, that's only like one penny each, or $1, I guess.
A gold each.
Resong Crystal, no.
Just get rid of the charms. We're not gonna take it back. Flying fish, get that out of here.
These controls are very
What the fuck is a gold
touchy.
mask?
So, oh, I got it by beating a Ziblin Bane.
Oh, it was designed to be sold.
Yeah, one of those types. Which is cool. It's cool. Makes the game more challenging. I love saying that whenever I have it.
Just to justify
Like, angry video game nerds, like, just obvious sarcasm, like...
biting.
Trying so hard to give praise to the game, but just like, he's clearly saying it like, yeah, this is a horrible, horrible game. He's making excuses for all the bull crap that Friday the 13th... Did anybody ever play Friday the 13th on the NES? Did you?
I think I did, like, on emulator once.
Yes! Oh!
Wow. Wow.
You know, I don't think I've really sold anything this whole entire game until now, so that's why I had all that.
So that 75 is mandatory?
I'm guessing, because I didn't know how to make the guy,
Finish the job.
do the job on my ship that I need in order to progress. And Vice did say, like, we'll have to hold off our, you know, moonstone, moon crystal, whatever the big pieces of moonstone are called.
We got it taken care of, so.
Yeah.
That seems like a pretty shit mechanic, though, like having the game.
Dude, whenever something like that happens, and it happens in a lot of RPGs, it's always crap.
Yeah.
It's not like world destroying, but still, it's like that only exists just to piss you off. I mean,
yeah,
or just to be inconvenient at the minimum. I keep wanting to think every time I walk up to the like the escape boat or whatever it is that you take from the Delphinus to actually fit into the pier. I keep thinking that's the Delphinus. I'm like, wow, that really got small all of a sudden. All right, back to base.
We will not destroy Cocoon. All right, let's fuck Cocoon.
Dude, what did? Because I think I went through this part. Because it happened fairly early on in game. After like the first Fal'Cie you ever fight, it's actually pretty early on. Like, when you learn about what your focus might be.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because you don't know what your focus is because they don't tell you. Only find out later in the game. They can speak.
And I have a YouTube video about that, detailing that scene from Spoonie's review. It's like I didn't get to that part in the game myself. But as soon as he reached that part in his review, I didn't need him to explain to me. My mouth dropped like, they're not serious. But that, and his movie's like, the motherfuckers can talk. And I'm like, that's exactly what's happening. Sure enough, yeah. But anyway, no, when they were first pondering, it was something like, well, it has something to do with Ragnarok, so.
Oh yeah, Ragnarok.
Maybe
yeah.
we fight Ragnarok. I think it was Snow who was said something like, we fight Ragnarok, so we save Cocoon for Ragnarok. That's you know why we're getting like an image of what we think is Ragnarok. We fight it in order to protect Cocoon. And then like somebody else said something. It might have been Saz. He was like, Oh yeah, well, give me one reason to believe that, because considering these are fal'Cie, I would assume that we're supposed to, like, invite Ragnarok or, like, side with it somehow and destroy Cocoon. And because of, like, Lightning's just hatred of everything just because of her sister,
Yeah.
she, like, for a second there, she was actually like, okay, let's do it. Let's destroy the world. She's not a good person. She's terrible.
Yes.
I mean, I know it was like, it was just like a moment. Like, people have said stupid stuff in the moment, but you know, it's not like her personality is totally different for the rest of the game. I think that's basically part of her personality, her being. She doesn't care.
Yep.
She's vengeful, she's hateful.
Yep.
She's
all those things.
She's not a good, like, model hero. I'm sorry. There's another point, I don't recall this. I think I did get through that point in the game also, but I didn't remember it till Spoonie's review. Where she was like, you saw like a fal'Cie where it was domesticated somehow, I think. In this dungeon that she and Hope were going through. It was called like Nutriculture Facility. I mean, I don't have a problem with that name. Spoonie, you know, seemed to get pissed at it, but I'm like, you know, whatever. I think I get where they're getting at, so it's definitely not the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It's a food.
So I'm actually, you know, I'm not gonna diss Final Fantasy 13 on every little thing like that. But so it was like this fal'Cie was like domesticated somehow, or it was like a fal'Cie from Cocoon and not from Pulse, so you can like they can be like friendly to humans somehow. But it was basically like a function of this facility which feeds the masses.
Yes.
And Lightning, again, kind of momentary, but she was like, if we destroy that, that'll get everybody's attention.
Oh yeah, because they'll starve to death. Great.
Like she wanted to make like a distraction of some sort, I guess, because, you know, you spend like the first 2/3 of the game being on the run from the cops for being like, you know, because everybody knows you're marked with fal'Cie. It was like, you do that, you could be dooming many people to starvation. And you had no problem. No. She is a horrible main character. I cannot empathize with her at all. And I'm sorry, that is a huge strike against the game, that alone.
See, I don't, and
I
here's
can't,
the thing, like,
if I can't empathize with the main character, if I can't like get into their shoes in any way, I feel like I'm playing as an asshole. And I'm sorry, I can't do that in a game. That's one of my big problems with BioShock Infinite, aside from the story, of course. You know,
well, I mean,
Ika's flag is just like so weird. I just like it, so I'm just going with that. I think Vice had like the typical Jolly Roger, and Fina did like a dolphin.
Yeah. So here's the thing, I don't have the same kind of like main character problem. I'm not gonna say problem. I don't have the same hang-ups as you do about main characters.
you and one other guy, I think, used to say that about me, like, yeah, SK and his main character problem.
I think it was Adam, actually. It might have been. I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
But anyways, despite the fact that I don't have the same hang-ups as you, I completely agree with you as far as Lightning is concerned. And by the way, just to step back a little bit about the fal'Cie being able to speak, like if you're somebody who would defend that, right? That you're like, oh, that's part of it. Figuring out your focus is part of the process. No, if the fal'Cie have a goal they want you to do that is necessary for them to thrive, don't you think it would be in their best interest to be very clear about what they want to have done?
Yeah, the way Spoonie looked at that is like, they're so horrible at achieving their goals, they sabotage themselves.
Yeah?
And I'm sorry, but it might be low-hanging fruit, but it's true.
Yeah.
Granted, yeah, I guess you wouldn't have, but like the last third of the game that the fal'Cie just came right out and told them what their focus was when they first like came into contact with one, like in the first game hour or two.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, you can't. If you end up writing yourself in a corner, when it's like a plot hole that I don't know what else to call it. It's probably technically that's probably not what it
plot
is.
hole, but it's a oversight. Let's just call it an oversight for now.
Even if you'd have to do like a massive rewrite, it'd so be worth it. I mean, dude, even the thing in Arc Aerith that you couldn't get over, that you said, dude, can you please fix this?
Yeah.
I totally agree with it. I may have made a mistake in saying like, okay, yeah, this is a sword for the main character to, and it's supposed to be against Gorgon, but wait, the main character is fire. Well, we'll just pretend since Gorgon, fire is not his weakness, being ice. Like that's the way the elemental, relationship
Triangle,
works.
Yeah.
And you guys can just read this text, backstory of Ramirez while I'm griping here. So I was just like, oh, okay, well, the royal family didn't know when they first compelled you to go look for the sword. Them of all, anybody, just about anybody in Elvenia should know how the elements work, especially anybody studying magic.
Right.
And basically the only, 10 of maybe 15 functioning sorcerers left on the planet by that point in the game were in Naraka specifically to help you in this battle, and they wouldn't know. You pointed this out to me, and I'm like, dude, you're totally right. That was a terrible plot point on my part. But you know what? I at least let myself be corrected. I see it for myself, and I fixed it. It took a lot of time to rewrite.
It really did.
Considering how,
wordy?
No, considering... Well, because of that, also, but it's definitely not a good combination with the fact that RPG Maker 1, there's no fast way there's no fast way to write in it.
The only person that had Tutmose's modded PlayStation controller that could utilize a keyboard is sitting in the possession of a man who's never going to use it.
Who?
X.
Oh, okay. I actually didn't know.
Tutmose gave it to X, which, I mean, it's fine. Like, he was the head of RPG Maker magazine, and, I guess it was apropos at the time, but damn, would that have not been nice.
So, yeah, I went through probably, several hours worth of work just to clear away that gate, because I couldn't accept that. When you first brought it to me, you're totally right. I can't accept that. And we were too unpaid. We're not getting paid for this. We're doing it just, for...
Well, as it turns out, we were doing it for ourselves.
And that's fine. I'm not going to sit here griping about how nobody played it. It's like, we're not, paid professionals or anything. So it would almost, totally not be worth our time and effort. And yet, I still couldn't let that go. And yet, Square wasn't willing to be like, I understand if you get to that point and you find yourself in a corner. Okay, I can understand you getting there. You're like, oh, wait a minute. But the fact that they didn't bother to fix it, or they saw no problem there,
Speaks volumes.
My story, volumes. I don't care what... Yeah, definitely not going to take this from Ice of all people. I mean... I wrote a much better story than Final Fantasy 13. Kiss my butt.
Oh yeah. But the thing is, that's a pretty low bar, though.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the dialogue, so I don't know exactly... Well, both of these sound good. I mean, you're not intentionally being insensitive if one of them turns out to be the wrong response, because there's not an option that says be a dick.
But one is. Which one is it? Now you have me, thinking maybe that sound doesn't actually mean you're going up.
Yeah. 2 air pirates, a Sylvite, 2 crazy old men, a snot-nosed brat, and an airsick prince. Well, what about Lawrence and, he was talking about Marco there, Lawrence and, Pinta. Well, they're optional. Marco joins you for sure, so
yeah.
You couldn't, work that into the dialogue.
Snot-nosed kid.
I can understand that. But I said, okay, if you gotta change the element of the sword so that everybody in Naraka doesn't look like the most incompetent, the stupidest person on the planet, okay, that's fine. And it actually took more time than you'd think.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you have to rework your plans for battle a little bit that way because it's a different element and everything. Like,
And not to mention,
it was seemingly a small error that took a lot of work to fix, but I bothered to do it because we could not get past the implication of that. You don't want to tell a story point that you know is crap. You're not just going to let that go. You actually care about what you're doing enough to...
Maybe that was it. All the writers at Square are just in it for the paycheck.
Why would you be for anything else at that point? And apparently... with Aika's face.
Oh yeah, that's a great face. Great face.
Man, what are you giving Enrique a... I guess she's
that
just...
side glance.
No, I was like, why is she giving Enrique a hard time? But I'm sure she's just joshing. She doesn't mean like, yeah, you spoiled little prick. I don't think she's being seriously like that. Yeah, that's right, Enrique. You tell her.
Yeah, she was just joshing.
And then everybody just laughs in his face. What if like that actually seriously hurt his feelings and he quit the group?
Well,
Of course, how's he gonna leave? I mean,
what's he gonna-
what if he snuck away in the night and left
What,
on the
the
ship? Oh.
And once again, you're stranded. Servants, you can serve yourself some asses.
I can tell you're trying to think of something.
No, I wanted it to deliberately be
Oh,
a bad
okay.
asshole, like he was floundering.
Serve yourself some ass. Dr. Insano sort of horse ass to ass. Oh god. You know, I did kind of start doing that for fun. Maybe I should do some more. Because, like, ever since like, I took a new look at it, I guess, when you saw it with me, the Sims Stocks review of Crime of the Age.
Oh.
So I put that one up for, you know, that actually didn't get taken down. So maybe I should do, like, Spoonie's Ultimate Runes of Virtue, because, like, the stuff he comes up with in his headspace...
Oh, I mean,
it was hilarious, like the acid trip part for that, but there was also the part where, towards the beginning of the review, when he first, like, you see, like, the Black Knight, who's the antagonist, the first mayor he kidnapped, he drags him to, like, his personal dungeon or something, and it must be been totally random, totally accidental. The designers just weren't thinking about what they were doing, but he sees the room and he instantly catches on. Yeah, we're doing that. Imagine what the next unexplored kingdom we're about to go to.
oh gosh, looking, that thing is impaled. Fina's little floaty thing is like legitimately impaled.
Floaty thing. Oh! Oh crap!
It's skewered.
Cupel is dead.
Yeah, he doesn't look too happy about it either.
What if Fina's like, seriously, Aika? You just imagine that and you're... I would be very wary of Aika after that if I were Fina, like, she's playing on act.
I never noticed that.
Me neither. Wow. I always noticed the horrible manfish creature. Kind of nightmare fuel, just a little bit. But anyway,
Yeah.
And like, Spoonie instantly goes, oh, God, guys. You know that thing I did in my Final Fantasy 13 review where I just see the robes and instantly I have like 10 minutes worth of thoughts go through my head in 10 seconds? That just happened again. So he dissects the room for you, and it's so clear. He starts playing the music from Silence of the Lambs, where what's his name? What was the killer's name?
Hannibal Lecter?
No, not Hannibal Lecter. The actual serial killer she was tracking down. The guy that
would you
played by played by Ted Levine. And
yeah, it was Billy.
Something Bob?
Something Bob?
Was
Billy?
it something like that? I don't know
how do you forget
I'm a huge fan of that movie, so how am I forgetting?
Let's go.
But he's like, because you see pictures of the mayor all around the Black Knight's dungeon room. It's like he had this up ahead of time. It's like, is he obsessed with this guy, the mayor? Oh my gosh, there's a chair. There's a single chair in front of like a tall mirror in the middle of the room.
We were close. It was Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill. I don't know how you.
Yeah, how
that.
do you?
Okay, we're finally on our way to Dark Rift. Let's do this. But so that music starts playing from Silence of the Lambs to get the mood going. So ultimately, you know, Spoonie just starts noticing one thing after another in it all. You're like, wow, that really does seem like the Black Knight is wanting to be a woman. He's like has gender frustration. Like you got to see that part again. It's hilarious how he thought of all that, but it. Yeah, I should put up that review too. Hello.
Kitty.
Going too far. I was going north.
Yeah.
There is the world is round. That's actually a discovery you make in this game, that the world is round. Nobody knew that, so you're like Columbus, Christopher Columbus. You know, I think I've heard different versions of history on that it wasn't Christopher Columbus who first sailed to like the West Indies by going east, or however that happened. Elementary school stuff. I don't remember the details, but yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
I was just hearing that. No, at that part, what also made it great was that Spoonie actually, a good sport. I assume he's actually wearing underwear, but he gets like a cape, gets like, gets bare otherwise, and blurs out his groin area, and he starts with the Black Knight helmet and the cape on, but nothing else, and he starts doing like the dance.
The
yeah.
Buffalo Bill dance.
It's like,
I fucking. It starts putting on chapstick.
Good times. That's a good review. You know what? I'm going to upload that. Of course, I see other people on YouTube upload like, they're like clearly like, this is not my work. I'm just
I'm actually curious what has drawn you to uploading other people's videos on your channel, just as like a.
Well, the only one I've even done, unless you count like doing clips off of Married with Children. Or
I mean, you did some of.
The only one I've done was like that one Cinema Snob Crime of the Age review, but that was it.
Yeah, and I'm curious. Like,
but now why am I thinking to like do all these others that reliving old? I don't know.
Like, I mean, if they exist on their original channels, is it really doing anything?
Some people might not actually see it otherwise, or lots of the. For instance, in the case of Cinema Snob, a lot of his old reviews, I think up to like 2013, could not be found on YouTube or on a site anymore. And had somebody at the time, around the time they first came out, had not been such a fan that they, technically you're making a copy of it when you upload it to your own channel. I mean, a lot of people wouldn't see it then. Like if you went back to an old review.
Interesting.
It's so weird. Out of all my, of course, own entirely original stuff, if you can even call LPs that.
I would consider LPs that, yes.
The one that actually really only has like any more than a few hundred views at most is like the X-Files, most of the X-Files vids. I guess that was so obscure that so few people know that nobody actually LPs it, but you have that many people who know the game and want to see an LP of it. So since I'm like the only one who actually did one, I'm gonna turn up first in search.
Pretty much, yep.
So I guess that's how that works out. That was a fun LP to do, and honestly, it was not that bad a game. I have to give it props.
Over there.
It's passable, That was, however, we for a long time we thought Dead Space had the worst flamethrower out of any game where you use one. No,
you would know considering you tried to play the entire game.
And I made it.
Did you beat the final boss?
Yep. It was the Ripper I could not get past the final boss on.
Oh. Yeah, I guess because the little bitty blades.
Because the straight shot, the second. The second version of the Ripper is a straight shot, goes all the way out, but it's slow. So I could not. You had to at that critical part in the final fight. I could not aim well enough. I tried, I'm sure, 50 times, and finally was just like, you know what? I'm gonna let this one go. I beat it with the flamethrower. I'm not ashamed.
Yeah. Freedom.
And we had just open space. There is nothing. Except fish.
Fish. Hey, have you seen my two kids? They were right behind me.
Oh god. Okay, there should be a little spot right here. Boy, I'm really digging that white map accessory. Do you know how much longer this would be taking?
Oh, yeah,
If,
yeah. Did you?
I was about to say,
Wow.
just gonna hit one person? Because you saw the HP drain off of like just one
Yeah.
enemy, and then took like a second for the others to catch up. Like they're just
Run.
realizing, oh god, I've been badly burned all over. No.
Enrique might hit something. Enrique? Yay!
Yeah, I finally did.
That was fun.
Doop, 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 doop.
Okay, there's like a little town down here of some sort.
Oh, is there now? Because I don't think there is. What?
I got stuck on that somehow, trying to rise or fall. Is that a... Okay, I think that's Marumba, whatever that... Maramba, yeah. Jiggling around over there.
This is my wireless controller for my console display that I made.
Oh, I can go right through the waterfalls as well. Okay. Works for me, and that's how we get here. Boy, this is just creepy.
Yep, this
I'm
is
sorry.
taking a turn for the worse.
The sky is in the dark rift looming in front of you. Ugh. Esperanza, that's what I was looking
Esperanza! Like you have to do the finger thing.
for. Is that Italian?
Yeah, the where you kind of point all your all your fingers up.
Yeah. But I mean, it's the name Esperanza. Is that Italian?
Esperanza. I don't know. It sounds very Italian though.
You're racist.
No, no. I was looking at the camera and I was looking at the backside of Aka and Vi's, and I noticed that Aka has like a flap over her butt. And imagine how funny it would be if all of a sudden you just saw it go, just flap a little bit and fall back down.
Oh god, Enrique's still having problems. Afina's actually like
Rubbing his back.
rubbing his back, like trying to
Yeah, you're okay. Look
real
at that.
motherly. God,
Good
like he's trying to
smile.
smile. Dude, if you took this totally out of context, he looks like a psychopath. That's like a good psychopath
Yeah,
look
he
right
looks
there.
crazy. But
That's
no,
like when you have like those inner like rapist kind of dudes in anime. Like that's the kind of face they would get when they start drawing it out into the open. Like even while Fina's still talking to you, she's
he's
still
just rubbing his back, just trying to
Hey
get his
there.
nausea down.
It's okay. And they're actually gonna stay here. She's gonna stay here and mother him.
Blech. The hell is that?
What?
That Pokemon.
Oh, does kind of look like a stray Huskra. Pow, pow. Is that the sound like dogs make in this universe?
Pow.
Because I think there's like a dog on a Sailor's Island or something. It just goes pow when you.
Maybe that's the onomatopoeia. All right, so the translation might have got like the localization team may have translated the onomatopoeia wrong. Or maybe
Yeah,
that's
but if you know it's a dog, shouldn't you just...
Is it though? Is that a dog?
I guess you can't be too sure. I was about to say, well, it should kind of speak for itself if you see that it's a dog, but no, you're right. You can't tell for sure that it is. It's an evil maelstrom.
Evil.
Everything goes a little strange. Well, yeah, it's like total darkness.
I thought he was just about to dab. I was like, there's no way.
Dab?
Yeah, it's the stupid thing that people do. You know what dabbing was back in our days? Doing this. That was our dab.
Oh, really? So it
doesn't
the modern
mean...
day equivalent of.
Oh, I mean, it means something totally different. Like,
oh, okay.
it's like a pose of victory, I guess. I don't know. But this was our gesture we did after, like, yeah, boom.
Oh,
I don't
technically
like
we're
his
still
hat.
under the red moon.
Well, I mean, it's pretty red outside.
It is.
I see a red moon rising. Copyright strike.
Oh, cool. Well, that did something.
Just imagine it clocking Vides in the back of the head. It just falls unconscious to the ground.
Degenerate ex-Valuan soldier. What is with the shoes he's wearing? Oh, that's a treasure chest right there, I believe.
Valuan Uniform 3?
Is that part of the name, or did I get 3 Valuan uniforms?
No, you just got 3 Valuan uniforms and they're crap.
And that, oh, okay, I think those were from, like, way back when. Probably when we first entered Valua. I guess that's just to give you some money.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool.
I mean, you're gonna need it after spending 100K. Jeez.
No wonder I suddenly found myself so much right before I, like, started shopping, either earlier this LP or the last one, I can't remember. After I got out of Valua.
Interesting.
I didn't
that
expect
neither
to
of us
have...
remembered we had to do that. You know.
You'd think that would be something you'd definitely remember no matter what.
But maybe we never did a shopping before, or like a shopping spree before, and always had the money, so it was, you know, it didn't.
But
matter.
of all times, I mean, that was the time to do it though, because it'd been so long since we had new weapons or anything.
Moonfish.
Well, that must have been the sole purpose of going all the way up here. Works. I mean, it doesn't totally waste your time, so.
Yep. Who knows what you'll get out of that? Maybe you'll get another white map that you can put on 2 characters, and the effect stacks.
You know, I was about to say not a waste of time, unlike the few times you actually go off a short branch off of the hallway path in FF13s. And immediately I started thinking, like, I thought it was odd too. You know, when I played through it and I saw, like, it's like a wall of hexagons. You see, like, a path veering off into the distance from the main one path you have to take every single dungeon. And it's literally like a wall of hexagons. I'm like, I don't know what that is, but you know, Spoonie gets today is like, do not leave the hallway. The wall of hexagons forbids it. And do not just walk around. This barricade is here for a reason. You must not leave the hallway. Okay, Cupel's going insane. Maybe it's down here. I like kind of just the sad, chill music here. It's like a town full of like broken down drunkard sailors who have like lost all enthusiasm
Yeah, it
for
is
life
a very
or something.
very somber tone.
They're like, we all lost our ships trying to chase our dream of getting through the Dark Rift or something. I don't know. How they get back here alive?
Can you just use the cham like immediately, or do you? Have
Yeah,
to...
yeah, you can.
I didn't rightly remember. Did nothing.
No evolution.
No evolution.
Now I'm thinking of like the sound in one of the Pokemon games where it's like
Bum bum
dun,
bum
dun,
bum bum
dun.
bum.
Well, that's what that was for, to get a cham and $3,000. And no way through that door. You know what? This could be like good ASMR music. I need to find like one of those videos on YouTube where they just play like a particular song from a game and just like loop it for like an hour or something. And it'll literally be called something like, you know, 2 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours of such and such track.
Yeah.
Whatever the name of it is.
I don't think that's an example of AMSR, but I get what you mean.
Like, I could use it for a relaxation part. Oh, yeah, this is, like, the most pitiful sailor around here who... I have to, like, smack him upside the head and get him to... Oh, yeah. This is what... I think this is actually one of those, cliche moments where you speak a word in a bar and everybody stops. It's like that which we do not speak of.
Yeah, we don't talk about the rift here.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he said the Dark Rift.
You do not say the Dark Rift in this town. We do not speak of it around
That
here.
place that must not be mentioned. I like how you.
I mean, seriously, you would have gotten like no great, like no more obvious a reaction from everyone if you said, "Hey, how can you tell me how to get to Camp Crystal Lake?" You don't stand a chance. You're all gonna die. You know, he does have a point there. There. I don't know why I said that twice.
It's alright.
Like, did you slip some alcohol in this Dr. Pepper you gave me?
It was closed when I offered it to you.
It hasn't stopped some people from trying to sue Dr. Pepper when I worked there. Trying to claim something got into their can, even though...
They are perfectly sealed.
Yeah, we're all like 17, except I guess maybe Enrique's like 19. So he does kind of have a point with like somebody should tell him where their parents are.
Where are your parents? Who are your parents? It's time to stop. Four.
I guess I have a vague memory. Aika's gonna be the one to give like some inspirational, you know, bitch slap. Where they're like, how can you just waste your life away in this place? You know, you gotta. Or no, I guess it's Vice. Wow, that's how he thanks him. Actually, is there even a way out of this town? In this area of the world? Especially if you lost your own ship.
Enrique died.
Oh, God. No, she's telling us, I believe, that Gregorio is here. I think that was his name.
He tripped and fell off the island.
You know, they really need to put higher safety railings, like, all around
What
these
do you mean
towns.
higher safety railings? You mean safety railings?
Well, I think I'm sure in some areas there were. It just didn't really...
Like, you go to the docks? Nah, man, it's just edge.
Like, if you just get a strong wind, I mean...
Oh, that's a lady. My bad.
I thought that was an old lady wearing a dude mask. For a second there, like, God, that is a horrible graphic right there. Like, just, the face looks like it's not a part of the rest of her.
It's because the ears have color on them and the face is not. Like, light.
It looks like she has a beard from here, too. Just because of the shading. Just, ugh.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah, that's... I pity you, sorcerer.
Save your pity for the weak.
Surrender, it's over.
Dude, man, that was pretty good. Like, his delivery was great.
Yeah. And then just all the, like, that is a highly quotable movie, and it's like the creators knew it was, and they brought back so much nostalgia through Shang Tsung's pre-fight dialogue.
I know.
And it wasn't like, you know, just direct lazy quoting. It's like he managed to work it in there.
I love,
clever
like,
way.
your reaction when you heard his "and now for a taste of things to come."
was like-
like seeing your reaction made me happy. Like, yeah, right? Like, yes.
I mean, to this day, it is by far the best video game movie.
Yeah. And here we are,
Gregorio. I think that's like Enrique's uncle or something like that.
Gregorio.
Yeah, and I like this dude. He's like the honorable villain type, you know.
He's like Uncle Iroh, representing the Fire Nation in Avatar. Which, by the way, you should watch sometime. That's a pretty good show, man.
I know the one thing I could... yeah, Enrique's totally fine. Got the nausea scared right out of him, I think. At the sight of the Valuan fleet coming for him.
I mean, is it really that surprising, though, that they're looking for him? Like
I mean,
he would
well,
just leave and be like, oh, well, he's gone. Guess we'll just not worry about it.
Well, actually, I am surprised that his mother gave a crap about him.
Oh, well, his mother, no. But, like...
I mean, she's the one that sent him over here. Will, regrettably, destroy a bunch of innocents tomorrow.
It's also funny because Iroh was also an uncle from Avatar. Actually, the similarities between Gregorio and Iroh are pretty interesting, actually.
I think the way we work this out is we're like, okay, Gregorio, if you're so honorable, instead of firing on innocents, just give me a chance to get in my ship and fight you. You know, one-on-one, man-to-man,
hand-to-hand.
Just like my daddy taught me.
Talking about how quotable it is.
Dude, I remember there was one time when, I think it was like the summer after we graduated, you know, about to start college and everything. And I don't know about you, man, but I love school. Once we got to college.
Oh,
I'm not
well,
talking
yeah,
about
college,
before that.
yeah. High school was.
So I was excited for that. So I was like, there's nothing like this in El Dorado or Magnolia. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna go down to Monroe and like go play in the arcade and go shop at the bookstore. So you want to come along?
Yeah.
So you know, it's like a good hour and a half trip, right?
Yep.
And just along the way, we just started like doing the whole entire movie. Like, just kind of like, you know, okay, so you want to be like, when the first quote from the character would come up, be like, oh, okay, do you want to play him?
Yep.
It's like, okay, I got Liu Kang, you got Johnny Cage. And we actually got through like a good third of the movie, almost flawlessly. That's how many times I watched it, I guess, back in the day.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I think I smell it. bullshit.
Bullshit. That mocking. That's funny.
Those are $500 glasses, asshole. Great line.
Sunglasses.
Sunglasses, yep.
Pow. Pow. Hey, who's this dude? Oh, God. I think he's missing all his teeth except for, like, one buck tooth that goes out of the side of his mouth.
That or he's just... His lip is sagging open on that one side. Maybe he's having a stroke. Had you ever thought about that? How about asking him if he's okay? Maybe he needs a bondulance.
We should. And so we're just like, okay, well, let's just fight him. Dude, do you know how many times I have upstaged Valua in the past? Don does not know me. Wow, you got balls, kid. I guess you're kind of an inspiration to me. I don't doubt your abilities. Yeah, you were definitely doubting them.
Oh yeah, 100% doubt. Order now and get a second set of doubt. Absolutely free.
And of course, I immediately just think ship is the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Come with me and I will prove you wrong.
You said it yesterday too? Because I thought you said it like literally just now.
Like 10 minutes ago.
No, not even 10 minutes. Like 2 sentences ago in this same conversation.
Oh.
You said our ship is the best there is.
You're still a kid! You are still a kid!
Maybe he meant like, like below 10-year-old elementary school level.
A 17-year-old is still a child.
You know how it is, though. You can't wait to grow up and be an adult once you become 18.
Speaking of,
It's like you party for a while, and then your late 20s, you're like, man, wish I was a little kid again.
I don't, man. I don't want to go through high school again. Like, you know, I would love to like go back to every single teacher that ever told us, "Oh man, you got it easy now. Wait till you get to college and it gets a lot worse. Wait till you're an adult and you have a job. It gets worse." Bitch or bastard.
Gotta be gender inclusive.
Yeah. Now that like college was so much better at high school, and then my life now is way better than it was in college. Like, could you have been more wrong?
Well, there were aspects of my childhood I would like to get back.
Yes, aspects, sure. But if given the option, I would not go back. I would not want to go back.
Adulting is hard.
It can be, sometimes.
No, I was quoting the Rugrats porn parody that I made you sit through as well. Guys, don't take that the wrong way. I'm talking about Snob's review of it, not actually sitting down and watching
Guys,
Rugrats
help me.
porn.
He makes me watch so many! Anytime he comes over, he pull this up. I need help. This is a desperate plea.
I thought you were gonna say like he makes me watch like all kinds of horrible porn.
Yeah. He made me watch all 4 Ninja Turtles bang April and Neil. Help!
I did?
No, you did not.
Because I know there is a porn parody.
There is.
10-inch mutant Ninja Turtles. 10-inch mutant. You know what? And I promise it's not because I knew her already, from like seeing all this porn. But the actress's name actually goes by April O'Neil. I don't mean like just in that parody.
Like outside of it.
As the character. No, that is her porn star name, April O'Neil.
Alright, don't lose.
Well. And Gregorio has a very interesting...
It looks very tanky.
Actually, is this just like a warm-up battle to Gorgorio? Because that ship doesn't look very big. But I know it has a similar design where he's got like all kinds of spikes alongside, and that's how he fights. He gets up in your grill, tears open your ship's hull with his much stronger, like, you know, more reinforced and all spiky hull. But like that's his way of fighting. It's a strategy.
It is. It is.
Well, let's gear up.
With
Gear
your
up the grease. Let's grease up the gears.
Gear up the grease.
Yeah, gear up the grease.
I can just see you with a bottle of grease. You take a gear and start dipping it in it. Yep, I'm gearing it. Yeah, that does seem smaller than
Yeah, I don't
yours.
think that's Gregorio himself. He does have a decent cannon though for a lackey ship. I mean, that did decent damage.
Oh, and evasion.
Oh, great! Just when I was going to get a critical hit. Hardly did anything too. I bet one moonstone cannon knocks him out though when I get to it.
How long have we been LPing this game?
Like several months, probably at least a year actually.
I wonder when the first one was recorded. It's been a long time, man.
No, don't get in behind me.
He's gonna get in behind you. I'll be right back. Think you can manage while I'm away?
I guess.
Oh.
Done LPs by myself before, you know. Oh, it only cost 20. I thought it cost like 30 something spare points. That's cool. Just get back to that HP before firing it. Because I'm sure this is the warm-up to Gregorio. I don't know why. I mean, I know it's to kind of get the player a break, but I've always wondered, you know, trying to look at this, trying to be in those guys' shoes, why would they waste a turn saying, just waiting orders to stand by, not even taking a defensive position. Yeah, that thing looks like it's pretty much going to swallow your ship whole. Like that did. Yeah, hey, people died right before our eyes. Hooray! In a flaming spiral of death.
Yo, did I just miss a bunch of people dying?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Good job.
Don's totally chill with this, even though he fired on the town. And... oh, but it was just like a little piece of rock that hit Don, and everybody else is literally running for their lives.
Sounds about right, yeah.
Okay, there's Gregorio's ship. I knew it was bigger. Oh. No? Is it still not it?
His is bigger yet.
What you eating?
Oreos and milk.
Got some
Milk. Would you like one?
No thanks. Is that the vanilla Oreos?
They are vanilla.
You actually do like to make a point, mostly, that you were not a fan of chocolate.
Yeah. I do not like chocolate.
Dark chocolate is awesome.
I don't like milk chocolate.
Shut up.
I hate dark chocolate.
Uh-oh, take a name, take a name. Whatever that means.
That means they're taking their guns and pointing them towards you.
Well, don't waste an extra turn doing it. I don't have to. As long as I got the spirit points. Well, you know, maybe that's their way. That's their speak for increasing spirit points so that they can even fire in the first place.
You know what? I didn't think about that. That's
Yeah,
probably...
me neither. So now it makes more sense. Yeah, this definitely can't be his ship either. Even a normal attack would do that little damage. And we can get Moonstone going next time. In fact, I'm just gonna keep defending and use a Sacres to make sure my HP stays up. For the next round after this, and at the next turn, I'm gonna be able to fire Moonstone and end it in one. Because it did 30,000 points of damage on the last guy. I don't think Gregorio's ship will maybe have like 40, 50,000. Well, no, probably more than that because Malaysia, we fought her a long time ago. Again, that was one of the harder ship battles, but with just the little jacket. I know she had like 30,000.
So what you're saying is going to take 2 cannons.
Just had to get... Well, of course, the Moonstone Cannon probably isn't going to easily do 30,000, like anywhere near that high.
Right.
Gregorio himself. I'm sure there's a defense factor of just... Probably just virtue of being the boss.
Nice.
I like how you can just use magic and it builds your ship as well as flesh and bone.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a good combo.
Did crap damage, but... Which one's which?
It's gonna be bold to close in. That enables me to use the moon cannon, so let's do it. I think they lost me. What an idiot. Or was that me? No, okay. I was gonna say, was that me that wasted a Moonstone Cannon turn?
That would be unfortunate.
Yeah, seriously, this looks utterly devastating.
It really does.
Like, far more than the Harpoon Cannon. Like, this would take out pretty much any ship unless it was just that big in one hit.
Wow.
Nice.
Very defensible unit.
Yeah. Well, I'm guessing it had to be harder than the first battle. Still warming up.
Well, you're correct. There is a defensive aspect. Nice.
I like the whistling sound they make coming through the air. Oh, can't do another Moonstone Cannon until next turn.
Well,
Yeah, I'm just gonna save up for it.
no point not. He can't kill you in one turn, and he's not going to survive another one. Really cool camera angles.
Yeah. I mean, ship battles kind of seem slow and boring, but I mean, I do think it was a good idea.
No, yeah.
They just kind of
this is
come
I
off.
mean, this is what made this game interesting, though. Like, what other RPG does this?
Actually, I just thought it was the most basic point is you're a pirate of the sky. I think that alone should have been enough to draw people in. Your
I like
overworld is sailing through the skies. You are like always in the air.
I like to think they're like, hey, yeah, we're finally putting a dent in them. Then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
oh no!
Just get all that HP back, like. doesn't cost as much to use as I thought it would either.
Moonstone cannon.
Look how badly the screen shakes. Brrr.
Yay! More mass simulation.
Cadaverific. The fucking flag.
And Ika is smugly satisfied with... Look at Fina, like, being all official and serious all of a sudden.
Ha!
Yes. Let's go. Aye, aye.
Yeah, that ship is much bigger than the rest.
Wow.
But you leave me no choice. The Auriga?
I've never really used any real spells other than heal and buff.
Let's see what we can do with crew. What does Marco do?
It does not say.
We're gonna find out.
Great time to experiment. Oh, that's right. That's the hits next round.
Yeah. And somehow he lost me there. Maybe don't put me at your back purposefully. I have no idea what Marco just did.
I didn't see it. I blinked. Oh, nice.
Uh-oh, he's charging up for his own attack. Charging my attack.
So, I don't know if you knew this, but I don't know if you actually keep up with Team 4-Star anymore. But they're actually starting over
They started the new...
the Kai series, which is like the whole point of it is that it's an incredibly rushed version of the original. It's like the entire like multi-week segment of like finding Dr. Giroux's lab. It's like, oh no, where did they go? Well, we gotta find the lab. Oh hey, the lab's right over here. I found it. You know, that kind of stuff.
So is that like part of the joke? Like Dragon Ball has so much filler, and we're just gonna skip right through it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because this is the way it totally could have been done.
I wouldn't say it's filler, but I'd say it's just as pointless. That's just filler. Just the fights taking purposefully longer, that kind of stuff.
Haha, the fragment gun was lost.
It just fell right off the ship.
Well, it's sure like a Moonstone cannon turn.
How about two of them?
It looks like I'm gonna have to make the right choice though to get to it.
Yeah, but which one is it?
Yeah, who knows?
Whatever it is, you best defend on that red.
Oh yeah, I am.
Again.
No idea. Okay, seriously, don't get too close to the Dark Rift while you're fighting here. That's, it's probably not a good idea. Looked like I could have just turned around and fired right into his backside.
Well, if you fired a moonstone cannon right here.
Ah,
Whole round!
that's what he was going for.
0?
Is that like because I took evasive action at that time? Why would it do 0 though? I figured it'd still do something.
Maybe it was Pinta.
Yeah, that had to have been something a crew member did. That had to have
That,
been.
like, I've never seen that in this game. Ever.
I'm sure I have before, but there's so much I forget, you know.
Maybe it was like Pinta along with the defensive or evasive maneuvers.
In any event, awesome.
Also, you did not get the turn with 2 cannons.
Yeah, I sure did.
I don't know what it was that you were supposed to do differently, but you did not do the thing.
Really doesn't look like he has that much HP. I think I've only done like 4,000 points of damage so far, and that bar looks to be at least 10% down, if not like 20.
Yeet.
Ah, this does feel a little slow sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta take your time with it. Like back in the day when this was new, you had all day to play, right? So this was appropriate. It felt like I don't think these slow ass airships would have like a dogfight, like a fast paced dogfight. It's more realistic in that fashion.
Why? He didn't even use it. Oh, okay. Well, guess I'll grease them gears. I really have no idea what determines being able to use the Moonstone Cannon, you know? That did crap. Just... Waiting on you. You know what? Yeah, let's corner him to the Dark Rift and then he just gets sucked in. Well, this is some extreme LP we're having right now.
I
isn't
know,
it?
right? You know what? Now that that silence was a bit deafening. So, anyways, let's see. Final Fantasy 13 sure does suck.
Does, man.
Yep, it does.
I still stick by my rating I did years ago when we wrote that article for the mag about it.
Yeah. What?
2.25 out of 10. That's like a 18% if you were grading it.
2 point.
Like grading it like a school exam.
And tell me again, what did you give the 2.25 points for?
Like the good aspects?
Yeah, the good aspect that got it that much.
Graphics are good. I can't
They
deny
are,
that.
yes.
Of course, they're not everything. Music is not memorable, but I'm sure it's not like the tracks were like this atrocious sound, you know? It's just not memorable, and that might actually be a little bit unfair on my part because I hate everything else, therefore I wasn't willing to sit down and listen and try to, genuinely see if I like that track or not. It's really hard to make a definite judgment on that. And that's it. That's about all I can think about. But of course, it's like I kind of have to grade down on a scale with these things. It's like if everything is just a little bit bad, I can't say it's 0. It's not like a black and white good or bad, which will either keep it points if it's good or take it down points if it's bad. You know, there has to be kind of like a scale, a sliding scale of good to bad. Not everything is like horrendously bad. Like the story.
By the way, if you do the right thing,
I don't know what it is.
maybe it's don't defend.
Did say try to speed up the ship.
Oh, okay.
And I did do that, like, the turn after they said it, it's just he chose not to do the ramming at that time. So, I'll go ahead and leave myself open, but do quicker before that. Who knows, that might get us somewhere. Like, maybe he'll go in for the kill with a whole ram. Whole ram.
And he'll be at point blank, like you decide to hit it. So he'll be at point blank when you decide to fire it.
Like, puts him in a position to... I feign or faint when it comes to, like, fighting. Like,
Feign.
like I'm gonna...
Feign.
And it's like, yup! Last second. Sorry, you didn't get me there, but now I have the advantage to
Pirouette.
That's like a ballet move.
It is. Yeah, it is. It's what you spin away.
You know, speaking of that, I guess this will make some kind of conversation, but seriously, did you ever, like, dream or think up, like, way before you got married?
Whoa!
Oh, yeah. Didn't make it there, buddy. Now he's gonna pay.
Are you gonna have enough to do it twice?
No.
What if you,
I think no matter what, you cannot do it twice. It's just like
does it
you
cost
had these
more than
twos.
30?
No, it costs 20. But the thing is, I think that's just saying you can put the one time you can use it in a round in one of these two slots. I don't think it's saying you can actually do it twice.
Okay.
Whether you had the spare, and I can kind of see that, But anyway, did you ever, like, think about the weirdest things about your future spouse when you were smaller? Like, things you would like about her, want her to be?
Of course. I don't know if I went, like, weird, but...
Well, I mean...
what constitutes as weird?
I guess, like, because I was thinking about... There was a time my sister was telling us, my future husband is what I want him to be like. And she got into, like, the most specific stuff. It was like, he will know fine wines.
That was 20,000 points of damage.
That was one thing. she had. I
He
distinctly remember
must
that.
know his wines.
Yeah. So after that, that got me to thinking about like, because it might sort of bleed over into a personality in a way, depending on what kind of career my future wife has. I was like, I would hope she would be a ballerina. Yes, I know that sounds all sissy, you know,
It doesn't sound
but
sissy.
I went to the ballet. I went to the ballet once. I enjoyed it. I was like, this sounds like it could be my kind of thing, culture-wise. I enjoyed it. It was a production of the Nutcracker when I lived in Shreveport a few years ago. And I was like, the you know, the lady dancers, you know, the way the grace they show. Well, I think you call a dude the dude ballerina is a ballerina too. So I wanted
Actually, I don't know that.
so I wanted to, you know, specify that I'm talking about the ladies here. They look graceful and athletic and agile, and it just, I don't know, it just kind of paints a picture of beauty to me. So I thought, you know, I used to think that as a child, like that was one of the, and for some reason another one was pancake waitress. Something sexy about that, I'm not sure. Couldn't tell you right now. Or a celloist. Like the most romantic of all instruments in my opinion. And no, I didn't play the cello myself, I played the viola. So yeah.
I am.
That was one aspect of my dream life when I was little.
A male dancer of that fashion is a ballerino.
Really?
Yeah.
I have never heard that.
Yep. In French, they are called danseur,
Danseur.
danseuse, and ballerina and ballerino.
I can see that, I guess.
Well, there you go.
I mean, that's
I
how,
have learned something today.
that's how it's done in the Spanish language. They use like O or ah sound at the end to determine its gender.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna use just one Lux kit just to be sure I'm up to speed.
I bet you, like, professional ballerinos, like, actually get, like, real sick of that shit, because I don't think that's a very well-known term.
Yeah.
So you're a ballerina? No!
Stop calling me that.
I'm a ballerino!
It's like when people just automatically assume I want to go by Bill. They just go right to calling me Bill.
Hey,
Because my name is William. And you know what? I mean, I know you mean no harm, but it just take it personally offensive. It's like you just don't care to learn that. And why Bill? That it rhymes with Will, I guess, but it should be Will if you're gonna do it for short.
Alright, Google. Why is Bill short for William?
There are many theories on why Bill became a nickname for William. The most obvious is that it was part of the Middle Ages trend of letter swapping.
That
Middle-aged trend of letter swapping.
that is an explanation of sorts.
What is letter swapping? That's funny. Whenever I ask what letter swapping is, the first result is characteristics of dyslexia.
And guys, seriously, we're not making fun of people with dyslexia. I don't know how you get like officially diagnosed with that, but between the two of us, we have shown several moments of it in our time. So we're definitely not making fun of people with dyslexia. It happens. He's about to hull ram me. I think.
Oh. Yeah. So, Mitch, Jeremy, and I have decided that we are going to play through all 3 of the Borderlands titles in preparations for when Borderlands 3 comes out in, what, October?
So what's the third title that's already out?
Borderlands, the pre-sequel.
Pre-sequel.
I mean, that's right up the humor of the game.
Oh, and of course, that reminds me of, he's finished.
Moonstone Cannon.
It reminds me of another review, internet critic review moment. Remember when Spoonie did, it was like this Frank Stallone movie where he barely shows up, called Lethal Games.
That was a long-ass fight.
It was only like 4 or 5 years ago. It was like right before the downward spiral. It was like, as kind of like a running joke to demonstrate his thought of like how the director, like this dude was a porn director. The dude who directed Lethal Games, it's like an action movie, but he's a porn director.
Okay.
So it's like, you're kind of in the wrong genre, so no wonder all these weird directing decisions that Spoonie's seeing. He's like, well, here's how it can be explained. And he would cut to Linkara or Snob reading off porn titles that the dude made. And one of them was, when you said pre-sequel, I was like, that instantly made me think of one of the titles that Snob or Linkara read off was Titillation 2, the more than, and like the subtitle was the more than equal sequel.
Wow.
He's like, well, that's good. That reassures me that the quality of the sequel would be better than the original. I'm glad they're gonna pull out all the stops for this. Just the more than equal sequel. It just.
But yeah, looking forward to it. Borderlands is always really good. It's always been the best multiplayer PvE experience in FPSs.
That is official? An official opinion?
Yes. As official as some random ass dude on the internet saying something is.
No, I mean, like, is that how you truly feel, or is this, like, kind of hyperbole just because you're giving it glowing praise in the moment?
Let's see. Other comparisons I can make of the same, like, genre, I wouldn't say genre, it's of the same similarities, the same multiplayer PvE first-person shooter. You have things like Portal 2, you have Left 4 Dead, I guess, like, Vermintide, and it's basically the same thing. I'm sure there are plenty of others. Like Halo, you can go through the gears. But
may I just say right quick, these guys really hate Valua. I mean, they're cheering that I basically shot down every ship.
People died!
But Gregorio. Oh, who's that cutie in the background there? Who's making like? Is she making like a Riku gesture? That reminds me of the thing that Riku did.
Well, you realize people in this game don't make fists. They can't make fists. Esperanza.
Alright, well, yeah, that's definitely going to have to be an episode. We
Right?
go straight to the Dark Rift from here.
Oh, man. Wow, you were really on the ball about like what episode we'd end up in the Dark Rift.